In this video, I'm going to show you 2 throwing drills that you can do to help improve your throwing mechanics and help you stay closed during the throw. Hi guys, Max Wardell, overheadathletics.com. I'm coming at you with a video today where we're going to actually look at a thrower that we've been working with and how we were able to improve some of his mechanics, and then I'm going to give you 2 throwing drills that you can use to help you stay closed during the throw, because we know it's a huge thing. People are opening up too early and they're dragging their arm through the throw. So there's going to be 2 drills that you can implement right away. They're easy to do. They're easy to get your team to do and get your athletes to do. They can really benefit the athlete and teach them what it feels like to be loaded into their hip and stay closed during the throw. Here's one of the athletes we've been working with. He's committed to go play college baseball. He's very good. He's athletic and he's tall, so it's easy for him to grasp some of these concepts. But you can see that despite being very athletic and very tall and very good pitcher, he still had some biomechanical faults in his throw where he would end up with the arm too far away from his center of rotation, and he would actually collapse into that front leg after he opened up too early. So he would swing open too early, the ball would be too far away, and he'd actually collapse forward a little bit instead of actually pushing energy back up and stopping that and make himself go like this. So there were some things in his throwing mechanics that were a little off that we've been working with. You can see it in this follow-up throw how he actually braces through that front leg better. He brings the ball closer to his center of rotation and he stays closed farther down the mound. So he's able to cover more distance. He's able to accelerate the ball from a more efficient position. This leads to more external rotation or forearm layback in his throw versus before, because his shoulder's in a better position, his elbow's in a better position, so he's not dragging it with all that resistance and inertia in the throw. So his arm's in a much better position, and you can accomplish 2 things at once. You can teach an athlete to stay closed and to bring the ball towards their center of rotation at the right time and let it go away from their center of rotation at the right time with a few drills. I mean, there's things that you can work on at the same time. So that's what we're going to show you in these little throwing drills here, is actually how you can work on throwing the ball from an efficient position, working on the position of your lever arm or the position of your throwing arm, as well as the position of loading into your hips and rotating away from the target rather than opening up too early. It's important to work on where the arm's at in 3-dimensional space. So when you go through the throws, the arm position doesn't cause your body to do something weird. Sometimes if the ball's in the wrong position, it can cause your hips, your trunk, and your pelvis to do something totally different. So we always like to work on, whenever we can, the rotation of the hips and trunk along with the position of the arm. So the first drill you're going to do here is you can just have the athlete reach across their body, get them in an efficient position, have them rotate to the throwing arm side so they're rotating through their hip instead of, here's what you'll see, or you'll see guys rotate like this, or they'll do it with their arm. That's why I'm going to take the arm out of it. They're going to reach across their body and rotate through their hip. So I'm loaded into my hip here, I'm reached across my body, and I got to pull the ball like I'm pulling it like a bow and arrow. I'm pulling the ball in. So I bring the ball in, I take a big step and throw. This pulling of the ball makes me rotate towards my throwing side versus my glove side. I can't pull this ball in and end up over here. It's too hard to do. Their body's not going to let them do it. So I just put them in the right position, say, bring that ball towards your ear or bring it towards your eye. They have to pull it like that, and then they take a big step and throw. And you can see just by doing that little throw right there that I forced myself to rotate away from the target. So one more time here. I'm here. I'm pulling this way. I'm loaded into my hip. So you can see right there, I forced myself to bring that ball in. So there's drill number 1. Drill number 2 here, I've already taught myself I got to rotate this way and bring the ball towards my center of rotation versus push it away. Now I have to incorporate it from a leg lift. So for a pitcher or a position player, I would just have you start with a little toe touch and load into it. For a pitcher, I would have you actually start with the ball in close to your center of rotation, or you can start with the reach across still to feed into that rotation a little bit more. but I'm actually gonna load into it. So I'm turning my pelvis a little bit. I'm rotating away from the target through my hips, through my trunk. So I'll do it with the reach across variation. And then I'll actually do it with the ball pre-positioned in close to my center of rotation. And I load into the hips and make a throw. So there you have it, guys. 2 easy throwing drills that you can teach athletes to load into their hip versus open up too early, and teach them to keep the ball in closer to their center of rotation versus dragging it out and around. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. We got a bunch of exercises, videos on throwing, stretches. We got some therapists doing manual therapy, but I encourage everybody to subscribe so they don't miss any videos in the future. And I thank everybody for watching. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below and we'll respond to as many as we potentially can. Thanks, guys.